Okay, we're back with more Hogwarts Legacy. I'm trying to stick to like the main story. I figured like people have been finished this game, so I'm gonna do this side quest because I've been kind of like leaving it hanging for a while. For the broomstick, stuck with Sirona, and deal with the main story. This video might not be too long. Kind of tired, just been on my feet most of the day dealing with like errands. I just kind of want to deal with like a portion of this game.
Glad you came.
I wonder where they go.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
It's not my business to go looking through somebody's little notes from when they was a teenager.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
There was this girl at C2E2 a couple of weeks ago a week ago I should say, that came dressed as a Slytherin student, and we had a nice little chat, and I wanted to ask her for a number or Instagram, but a group of people came by. I assume one of them might have been her boyfriend or something, but man, she was beautiful.
Revelio.
Let's sell some stuff.
Come now, don't be
We've
stingy.
got dark.
Get your daily profit.
Oh,
Revelio.
Scrivenshaft cats. These cats seem to stay close to Scrivenshaft's quill shop. Perhaps it's the feather quills that entice them, or perhaps it's the treats the owner often lays for them. Yep, that's something I can.
My first.
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Look at that boy.
Why did you buy me a
Come
second
in,
pair?
look around.
I hate
and if
these
you're
socks.
eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
I'd rather have no socks than be dancing like this.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Father, why is he dancing?
See? And you'd said the charms come out in the wash, but it hasn't.
Someone so dramatic, just like your father. Anyone would think you had an affliction.
Has he been cursed?
If I haven't said it before, it's a
Can't
pleasure
you
doing
get the
business
fuck,
with you.
Mr. Hill, and get me some
When
normal
you pay
ones?
for your own socks, then you get to choose. Until then, you'll learn to be thrifty and behave. You're starting to cause a scene.
Papa, can we really wash charms out of things?
Don't be
Papa,
absurd. That woman will say anything to avoid spending a canut. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. Revelio.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to...
Those that go to Azkaban.
Tips in the hat, if you please.
Good thing the Ministry banned underage.
Revelio.
All the latest Wizarding news right here.
Work hard and don't be afraid to fail.
Now, come on in and have a look around.
Never trust a man who looks
Revelio.
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Revelio.
A river dancing?
He'll see it as a mistake to find his ways with me.
Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
All right, I lost the place where like probably some clothes at.
New instruments are Revelio.
We'll fool around with that.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Go, 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 go. Pop it into stuff.
Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Accio. Revelio.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
Comes to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio. Expulso. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo.
Should have gone to my bat cave before I went to do this. See what that orange clothes will be.
Revelio.
I'm Batman. Oh, that was lucky.
Accio. Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or hold it all together.
Expelliarmus. Descendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Glacier. Confringo. Defendo. Glacier. Incendio. Descendo. Prepare to take it. Glaciers. Confringo. Defender. Glaciers. Confringo. Glaciers. Glaciers. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Potato. Incendio. Cabalzo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Potato.
Rest easy, my large friend.
Oh my god.
Revelio. Accio. Cabalzo. Accio. Revelio.
Dear Serona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confess, I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me and pondered sending an owl to my parents, asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes has ended. Now, did you know? I presume you're not secretly a ligaments, but I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in a corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me, well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me, when you told me about how nervous you've been to come to Hogwarts. I looked at you and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed in the non-magical sense, I mean, everyone around you without apology. Embracing what you were and who they were, it was as though a candle had flickered on for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first year which I had been seemed worlds away. And I know it's because you saw yourself in that disparaging creature in the corner of the pub, and so graciously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Maribel. P.S. Please tell Mrs. Spartle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Spartle whenever I can, for their delightful conversation and, I am unashamed to admit, her incomparable cauldron cakes. I mean, you can pause a lot of these and read them yourselves.
This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything.
My Sharona.
What are you up to now?
We could use a few more house elves.
Revelio.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
one of these shops had a thing for me to
Revelio.
that I can unlock when it's at nighttime.
Revelio.
I saw what you did! Ha! I have no tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir.
Where is that?
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till
Right when it's nighttime, I'm trying to find those stupid statues. It's like
Revelio. Revelio.
Mine now, Demi guys. What do we have here? A demiguise.
Accio. Revelio.
it doesn't even light up.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Levioso.
Okay, what was to do? Crap. Totally forgot what I'm supposed to do.
Flipendo.
Crap, I forgot. Doggone spell for the demiguise. Okay, you're just supposed to just grab it. I thought you got a spell or something. It was nighttime.
Revelio.
Oof. I don't know.
Wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hall clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Okay, let's head back to... I want to check out my new clothes and get some ornaments tied to them.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Asylum mask. Red wolf cape. Bill Palmet scarf. I'm loving what I got on right now.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rockwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Are going to show me where that castle is? Oh, finally.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
I've had enough of Felcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool. Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. Well, if he asks.
It does sound easier. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Gonna move. Holy
We
crap.
can't stop Ranrock's rebellion! You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that.
Repulsor. Accio.
I should have been.
Up there. That's our way in.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, duh.
Levioso.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Expulsion! You're like a clumper.
Expelliarmus.
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Incendio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Is that the best?
I'm bringing it down.
Put me down! At once!
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Stupefy.
You're not even trying.
Incendio.
Look what you've done! You pay for your deeds.
Get out of this alive. Incendio. Stupefy.
Come on, you're afraid to fight back.
You won't get away with that.
That's the best you can do. Incendio. Stupefy.
Oh boy, and that was a battle.
Revelio. Revelio.
In fact, destroy these gloves. Hey.
Revelio.
How you get down here?
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Okay. I don't know what I did, but you know.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us.
Revelio.
Let's see where they lead.
Jeez, they had like a big drill or something? Yeah.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Great. Battery's low.
Revelio.
Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Capulso. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go. Oh my God. I can't believe he just pushed me off like that. Why does it have so much pushback? I have so much pushback.
Also. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? There's a pillar here with no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Whoa.
Expelliarmus. Also. Incendio. Levioso. Glacius. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Caporso. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Protego.
Ring scarf. Please let this be it.
Accio. Glacius. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Depulso.
Finally. Oh, not finally.
Expelliarmus. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Defendo.
Don't know how to like deal with that.
Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Defendo. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Confringo. Glacius. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Defendo. Stupefy. Stupefy. Confringo. Glacius. Stupefy. Defendo. Potato. Stupefy.
Can never destroy those things properly. Instead of aiming and hitting it, it's like, okay.
What a relief.
You know, make some new potions when I get to my lab. Scarecrow hat.
must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora.
Your father needs therapy, lady.
What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Bobbing for apples.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron. Get to my lab.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
The Deke would like to talk with you.
The exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Yeah, I need to go to Hogsmeade. Because how much money do I have? Fire and Vice.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Magic would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
It's just so fun to just have my own little private room. Let's give it a minute. I feel like I'm in Hocus Pocus right now. Look. Can't do it. I smell children. Hope this is some ventilation because got this smoke pouring through the smokestack right there. And I think I need to buy invisibility potion when I got a cloak or the spell. Alright then. Save. Alright. That's it for tonight. Went longer than I thought I would. But I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I just want to probably rest for a while. Been tiring week, but a good rest will do me some good. Hopefully you guys will check out my Patreon if you got like certain requests. Definitely check out the exclusive content I got on there that I can't post anywhere else. Then the Hot Ones Challenge video, you know, getting up there. There's like 23 more people needs to subscribe, and I'll meet the goal. Once we get the 400 subscriber marker, I will be doing a Hot Ones Challenge video. Once again, getting the hot sauces, trying them out, and answering all your questions via YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, that kind of thing. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon for more RE4 remake as well as Hogwarts Legacy. And pretty soon, in a couple of weeks, or at least by the end of the month, we'll be doing Jedi Survivor via the Xbox Series S. So anyway, a lot of good stuff coming up. So anyway, I'll see y'all soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. Oh, and by the way, in a few days there will be a new Overwatch character. So around that, by the time I get back to streaming, I will be playing not only some Hogwarts Legacy, but checking out Overwatch. So let's see how that new character turns out. So look forward to that. So anyway, have a good night.